So yesterday, the security forces on Eglin requested assistance because someone had found or had seen a vehicle underwater near one of the boat ramps off of Rattlesnake Bluff Road. And at the time, they weren't sure if the vehicle was occupied by anyone or not. So the dive team, some members of the dive team, myself included, responded out there to assess the vehicle and then aid with the recovery. My dive partner and I, we swam out to where the vehicle was, and then we dove and ensured that there was first of all, nobody was inside the vehicle. Had there been remains to recover, we would have had to document the entire vehicle plus the position of the remains that they were found, and then recover the remains, and then we can move forward with recovering the vehicle.
Okay, so luckily nobody inside, but you still had, your mission wasn't over at that point, was it?
No, at that point, because the vehicle still needed to be recovered and needed to be taken out of the water. And so my dive partner and I rigged the vehicle to be taken out by a couple of wreckers and a bobcat that were on shore.
How long were you in that cold water, do you think?
Probably altogether about an hour.
And what was that experience like?
It's a little cool. It was a little cool. The 5 mil wetsuits that we were wearing, they do pretty good about keeping you warmer in the cooler temperature waters. My dive partner was wearing his hood. I wasn't wearing a hood. Those things, they're not exactly comfortable to wear. So I just dealt with the cold and we did it. The one thing about cold water is it does make you breathe a little faster. And so you really have to be mindful of your air consumption when you're underwater. Yeah, the water temp yesterday was 52 degrees. And when I first got certified in December a couple of years ago, our certification dives were in Choctaw Bay, and that was 52, 53 degree water at that time too. If you're not properly insulated, like if you're wearing a thin, wet, like a 3 mil suit, or maybe you're not wearing an undergarment under your 5 mil, there is a chance you could accelerate hypothermia, which, if you start going into hypothermia underwater, that turns into a pretty bad situation for you and your dive partner. So when you compound the cold water with the rushing current that we had to work in yesterday was kind of a tricky dive.